them. And one big way to support them is, of course, to go to Retro Rumble, where these two competitors very much will be getting into game number 1 winners finals on the, I don't even know what number we are. This is number 37.
37. So this matchup, like Peach has a lot of options in the air. She can like hang in there quite a bit. Now, Pelca using Nikita can chase Ling till the ends of the earth and not care.
Now these two, like these matches go so close because out of late it's been in LingLing's favor,
Really?
but
Okay.
it's not been like a very big record difference between these two. Pelca plays so well in the anti-float game. I know I mentioned this tactic a lot, but when you play against Peach, it's so important to keep them grounded. And when you have grenades and you have other options like that, you can force them to do so. But LingLing has really kind of developed a good strategy to play around that, and that's really annoying as a Snake player to have to deal with.
Yeah. Also, how many matches has it been in a row on PS2? I feel like we haven't seen a different stage in like
Hey man, if Kairos wants to be...
That's
Pretty
not even
Princess.
relevant here.
Look, I don't have an explanation. So it's PS2 and it's Smash Ultimate. This is where we're gonna be. But this is also a great stage for both these characters.
Yeah, they
pretty
like
much every
space.
character we've seen recently. The big bodies.
Ooh, the back are gonna take the
The
stock.
big
even on
bodies, and that
heavy.
time it's the big booty that's gonna be taking that stock out. And Pelca trying to find his way in his own suit of tights, so he can come in and close out that stock and abuse that invincibility. But LingLing is so good at dodging invincibility when people have it. Oh, this is not good. This is so not good.
Yeah, destroy the Cypher.
Yeah, all right, so he was able to get by on a higher recovery, but that could have easily been a stock loss if Ling was able to track that one moment where he had to recover there.
So the thing that I see Ling is doing really well is he's not afraid to be in Pelca's face or off of him at the same time.
You have to.
Like, he's playing around all of the projectiles, but also understanding when he could rack up a lot of damage and then get punished for it.
Yeah, and Pelca finally finding himself a little defensive prosper there, finding a gap in the string, get that up tilt, gonna close it out. 81%, very, very easily rackable for Snake, but you see Ling just keeping that pressure on at the ledge, not trying to let him get any type of ground, because the moment he starts setting up his traps again, he knows he's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah. Now, Pelca staying at 106% has really got to start hitting Ling. It's the hardest part right now. That effect that grenades have where they just kind of sit on stage and serve as little barricades for people doesn't apply to Peach.
Yeah, not nearly as much. Because, as most Peach players would say early on, that was very annoying to deal with. Because you want to float, you want to go for your really amazing pressure gaps with those aerials. Okay, and also that amazing frame trap set up perfectly by LingLing. They're going to close that stock out.
So it's always nice to see what setup Ling has already played in his mind. It's like playing chess. Both of these characters are they are playing moves ahead of each other.
Yeah, I was just about to say that I like the fact that Ling went aggressive on the stock up there at the end.
Yep.
Ended up taking 70% for it, but so maybe didn't work out that time. But Ling likes to make sure that he abuses the fact that when he's a stock up like that, he needs to get rid of Pelca's percent as early as possible. And you see Pelca trying to close it out, not nearly going for as many trades as was before, because he can't afford to take the damage right now.
He tried to. Oh, that was such a good maneuver.
He stuck him. That was perfectly placed, and that's exactly what he needed. Only 82%. Now he can afford to go for some of the traps again. He was going for a lot of hitboxes before because he just couldn't. He couldn't put them out. That would have been too bad if he took too much damage. Now he has to.
Yeah, sitting at 112%, though, we're reaching that range where he's not going to be able to do it again. He's going to have to try and go for certain options that Snake might not feel comfortable doing.
Yeah, see, now he's just burying himself in the corner.
He's having a hard time just keeping track of where Ling is going to be.
I don't think it's so much keeping track of where Ling's... Oh, no.
That is not what you want to see when you have 100% lead like that. It's unfortunate. Just gotta shake it off.
Yeah, both of them shaking their heads, but still, like we said before, competitors regardless, and when that happens, you gotta take them. Because Pelca was behind, and he could have absolutely ran that back for sure. But when you have a gift given to you, take it. Don't return it to Walmart.
Yeah.
Like some of y'all, ungrateful for your gifts.
Is
Look, man, sometimes
thunder?
we can't afford that, okay? Was that thunder or was that just clipboards?
Clip. Yeah, so it was thunder.
It was thunder. Alrighty then. I didn't drive.
I did.
I know, we're all gonna die. But in the meantime, we're gonna watch as one of these two proceeds to... Okay, maybe not go that route. But one of these two is gonna be looking for a W. I was gonna go a dark route there, man. Oh boy.
Unfortunately, you were. And Ling right now, 35%. Pelca kind of finding a little bit more answers than he was in the last game.
Yeah.
But
And
we're still in low percent, so
and that's the thing with these two, though. Like, both of them are so good at maximizing their combo damage, or at least their situations when they get them.
Yes.
So you don't usually see just one stray hit of 12%, one stray hit of 15. Well, that's barely any difference in percent there, but you get what I mean. But yeah, you're usually going to be seeing plus 30, 40 off of each interaction, and that's just the capitalization of a very strong player. Speaking of which, Ling getting a few, and he's going to close out that stock. Took one mistake, and that's all I needed.
My God. So, being, like you said, this is a very neutral stage for both characters. Peach and Snake both have a lot of room to like run around each other. And
by the way, if I start seeing Ling do that float above the C4 and like fade away and force him to do the C4 explosion again, I'm gonna start calling that the left on red, because he got so close, made it seem like, hey, maybe he's gonna check it out, maybe he's gonna respond this time. And then it just faded away. He teased him, and he walked away from it again. And that happened twice. So I'm going to start calling that left on red. Is it cheesy? Yes.
I don't think we should mention it ever, but that's just me.
Hey, man, maybe I'm just projecting here, and I'm feeling sad about myself. But regardless, I'm feeling happy because we're watching. All right, I'm going to stop. But
I mean, I'm also the person who was like, what, butter on bread, something like that.
Butter on bread? Hey, hey, look, I didn't leave the phone number. Y'all won't get that one.
No,
but
no.
Neither will Pelca. Trying to swing for that up tilt right there, trying to get the anti-air. And you see now Ling going for the more reserved, campy playstyle, as you should when you have this spot. You get your small hits, and then you back off because you don't want to get called out on, anti-air, not so much a call out. Yeah, on one of your approach options here. Down throw, not enough yet. So he's just going to decide to back throw instead.
He's going to save it for the next time he gets a grab. Wow, he fell so fast that he got smacked by.
It was still a really good play idea on Pelca's part there to go for that. He had a great ledge trap set up, but he just accidentally missed. Well, actually, not somebody actually missed. He banked it on it, and Ling was there to cover it. So, good idea. Didn't pan out, though.
We're seeing, like, I don't know if you know, but, like, there was a lot of, like, you know, flubs from Pelca just in that little scenario. Might be a little flustered. He took a second, was able to recompose himself, and now it worked here. This is where we're at.
Yeah, I think part of it was that when he was on the platform and behind two stocks, he wanted to get off there as quick as possible, and that happens. But LingLing going to take advantage of the situation. Look at how large of a lead,
wow,
and
that was
that lead has come a little bit closer because he's getting able to get that. Pelca boxing the wrong way, unfortunately. There's nobody over there. You're not getting to there wasn't somebody boxing you too.
Down throw, or down smash.
That'd be pretty great if you did up him right there.
I mean, I do it with Meta Knight. I'll do it again. 150%. We're looking at back air percent. We're looking at forward air percent. We're going to be seeing some forward throws and back throws soon.
I like the rising down air there. It's a very fast option off the ledge, and it's very risky, but...
Back throw into grenade.
Oh, I didn't even realize he had a grenade in his hand there. I thought that he got C4'd by his own C4 or something along the way.
Yeah, I'm going to activate it in disadvantage. That was a really good, clean setup. Unfortunately, did not take the stock. And looking at 199, almost in the 200s. Going to read the roll. 127, both of these characters living for quite a bit.
Yeah, and here's the thing, too. Like, even at 199%, like, obviously... no, for real. Like, Snake is so heavy, and all it takes is one mistake for Ling to capitalize, and then we're going to game number 3. But...
I'm calling it now. He's going to kill himself with his grenade.
Well, there's the back air, and now LingLing just needs to get that one hitbox. But... strong players, really intelligent players, are good at knowing when somebody's trying to just swing. Unfortunately,
that covered all
not making the right idea there.
I covered every option.
Just coming in with the Spirit Fingers. Just closing it out. Just took him a little bit.
You said the same thing with Zelda earlier.
I know, man. Look, I'm feeling the Spirit Fingers today, okay?
The Spingers.
The Spingers. I can't English, okay?
English. Yeah, keep them coming. So, but yeah, it's definitely it's a really good option. It covers a lot of the options that he had there. Roll, shield, spot dodge. It covered all.
And a big thing too is that when Pelca was landing, he wasn't going to take a hard punish there. Like if he got hit away because he did a dash attack, cool beans. Like it's not a big deal. So LingLing gonna feel very good about that, hopefully. I mean, he's got to feel good in general just because he was winning that first game. He did make one mistake and he lost it. And Pelca was keeping it even there, but he prevented Pelca from getting the comeback, like first game. So, see what happens in this game number 3 here. Ling going to capitalize on this dash attack with a good amount of percent. Only 33, but still lapping him.
You know,
my God, that hurts.
If Peach didn't pull bombs, I would be a little frightened when she's holding a grenade.
Yeah, I mean,
when you think about a princess, just like, nah, man, I got this.
This is one of the few times that like Ling actually wouldn't want to get a bomb. Like, every time he pulls a bomb in this match, he throws it away so fast unless Pelca is recovering, and then he just throws it on the top of the cipher, and you get to watch a straight up horror film as Snake gets just butchered into the blast zone.
Well, that's the risk you take when you have punishable recovers. 85%. This is very even. This is the most even that they have been all set. Yeah,
so far, like this is like nice even gameplay. Both of them just getting quick trades here and there, both going for the back air there. But unfortunately for Ling, getting hit so far away that Pelca was able to get back for stage positioning with the Peach Bomber. Yeah, it's actually that lingers so long and doesn't lose any knockback on how far it goes. Dude, that part that makes no sense to me.
It's Bitty Monkey Flip on steroids. It literally is 10 times stronger, safe on shield, covers spot dodge, covers roll.
Fixes your taxes.
You know what else covers?
Unfortunately, doesn't keep you alive when that up tilt comes in.
Up tilt has so much shield pressure, it's ridiculous.
Look, man, all I'm saying is that, oh, wow, Ling is so lucky he wasn't a little further on the stage here because he could have had a missed... could have had like a weird little hitbox animation that could have caused him to miss the attack and die at 21%.
The rising back air. See, Ling, whenever he thinks that he's going to come like anywhere near him, he's just already there with the down air.
Yeah, man, Pelca has adjusted heavily with a lot of these hitboxes, just putting out a third one, and it's working so well for him so far. Like, this is exactly what he needed into this game number 3, putting a lot more physical hitboxes out there rather than the traps, and now that he's got to stock up, deciding to play back and go for the camping game.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to have to see him get off this ledge, though, in order for him to start, setting up his projectiles. And now that he has center stage, he's going to roll to the edge and get nared the other way. 122%. Peach can take the stock with quite a few moves at this point.
Yeah, Ling was looking for it right there, too. He
tried to stick him. He
definitely did. He was hoping he was going to stay in shield. Oh, Ling had...
So dangerous.
Ling was setting up for it. Like, he intentionally jumped at him to bait out the air dodge. Now Ling going to go deep, but the grenade actually going to get in the way.
Good rising down air.
And he's been utilizing that a lot, too. Ling hasn't really punished it. So, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ooh, he's just trying to... He's trying not to sit in one spot for too long. That grenade, I think, it, like, punished his own spot dodge. But the other alternative was death.
Yeah, I mean, there's no alternative choice. All right, that time, finally, Pelca's going to go down at 180 plus. And for Pelca, he only needs another 14-ish%, and then it Ling's at up tilt kill range.
I mean, at that point, he might have been up tilt kill range on the platform.
Oh, if he decided to commit for an up air there off of that, that would have been so good. But he's still just putting on so much damage. 133, covering him with the dash attack, too. Like, Ling...
It's going to go up, and it's going to drop down. I love the positioning of the Nikita.
You saw how quick, going to get the C4, going to close it out. You saw how quick Pelca was to get underneath him at the ledge because he knew Ling was going to put a hitbox out with that like down air.
Yep.
That was just, he got a beat on the way that Ling was trying to play retreat at the end of that. We'll see how Ling adjusts because usually the way these sets go.
Back and forth.
Yeah, not even just back and forth, just the pace of the game.
Yeah.
Like Ling will go super aggro some games. Pelca will go super aggro some games, and in other games we're watching the timer almost hit 0. Okay. But I think this is the game now with Battlefield in play that Ling might be looking for a few more traps, play a little bit more mid-range rather than trying to just stay far away from Pelca.
Right.
Because even though he's behind the game, he needs to establish some kind of like scare tactics into Pelca's mind because Pelca was playing that last game. Fantastic.
I wonder what he banned. And then I don't know. They were going to the same stages before. I know this is a comfort pick for Ling. This is one of his like go-to stages. He's been training on this stage for many games.
We're going to guess Kalos?
Probably.
And maybe FD.
there's also Yoshi's in this.
Could have been Yoshi's as well. You know, the angles on that stage as well as the smaller blast zones, Ling getting a little bit more kills. But here, you know, Ling is definitely going to do great on Battlefield, but
Yes.
Snake gets to live just a little bit longer amongst that too and gets his own traps. It's a great stage for both of these characters.
Yeah, but this stage makes C4 even more deadlier than, especially since the actual platforms cover so much of that area. When you're on ledge and there's a C4 there, he could really just call out a roll just by pressing one button.
We're watching how both of them are just, you see how Ling is not willing to go over on that side because any characters in this game that are trap setup characters, if you have one with an item, or if you have someone who's a trap setup character, the ideal thing is to control 2/3 of the stage. Not half, 2/3. So with the fact that he has C4 covering one end, Pelca has fast enough options, including the zoning option, to cover that whole side.
Yeah.
So Ling only has one or two options. Either approach straight on or approach with the booty. Again, he's going to close out the stock because Pelca finally going in, taking so much damage in the midst of holding down the side. And now Ling with the stock lead.
So, like you said, he's going to control that whole middle area now with the C4. And he's just going to be able to continue playing his game where he's just throwing all of these grenades. Up on the top platform, he's going to demolish it. Probably wasn't in the right position for him.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he actually wanted it right there. And occasionally you just got to let it go. And there's nothing wrong with that too because Ling wasn't close enough to actually punish him. Now you see Ling is actually, I was completely wrong. I thought Ling was going to play the aggressive game this time.
Yeah, he's playing passive now.
Yeah, and it's actually working because it almost puts Pelca on a cooler.
Yeah.
But
plus, on top of that, like the grenades, any misstep, he's going to be taking damage for it. And all Ling needs to do is just keep tossing turnips. They're all going to deal their own different percentages. If he ends up getting a special turnip, he's going to do a lot more damage or get a kill.
But also, this can come back to bite you pretty quick because when you're playing against a character like Snake, who is more than willing to like set up new traps,
yes,
you have to play perfectly on D. Otherwise, when that offensive line gets through, you're going to have a problem. Or, excuse me, the tight end, not the offensive line. I'm getting my references off here. But
yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying. The thing too is once we get into this like mindset where we're going to both play defensive, that's when the time kicks in.
I just realized, I wonder how many people actually know what I meant by tight end. That's an actual football position.
Oh,
but it's also also a stock loss on Ling there, and LingLing taking his time, just chilling out on the edge of the platform, not trying to approach again.
So 29%. And this, even though like we were seeing like this such patient gameplay, like you said, Snake just loves to set up, so he's okay playing like this. Pelca definitely aware of the fact that Ling cannot really approach him on this side because of the C4 and the grenades. And
I can't wait till we get like a good modding community for this game, which I'm sure is already on its way, so we can change both the turnip and the grenades into snowballs. Because this would be so much more entertaining for people to watch if there was snowballs. I enjoy all this. I know, like watching the patient playstyle is really hard for a lot of people to like get used to.
Yeah.
But
imagine just having fun with it.
No, you have. Well, yes, I want to see the snowballs. But like as a little joke to it, you have to respect this because even though it's frustrating to try and deal with, in itself, it's just a lot of layered gameplay because both of them are trying to get the other one to break mentally first. And once you get somebody to start breaking mentally in this game, you just swing and make so many mistakes, and it's so easy to abuse it.
So, but yeah, exactly. I mean, the level of gameplay that we're seeing right now is on a different side of the spectrum. Patient play is definitely an option in this game, and when you're playing patiently, you have to understand that you can't be afraid to, rely on your setups.
Exactly. And Ocean, we've been trained in the fire and flames by Captain Awesome for years. We're used to this.
Yeah.
But
we literally did a 45-minute set, so I think we're good.
Yeah, no, I'm not too worried. But like I said, you see, oh, there we go, almost capitalizing on the one mistake he was looking for on that fair. You saw Ling was hopefully looking for him to maybe go for a spot dodge instead. But Pelca didn't get the up tilt that he was looking for there. Now we're back to just playing the maze game. Ling just trying to navigate his way through. Pelca hoping for that one mistake.
Honestly, I think he had it before when he had no options and he had landed right next to the C4, but he just wasn't prepared for it. The grenades too, like at this point, they're going to start killing. I like the fact that he has stopped kind of using Anita too.
Yeah,
He was
Nikita
getting punished for it.
exactly. Nikita leaves you with an opening that you just don't want. You want to set up a route. You want to make them have to come in. And
Unfortunately lost the position there. Stitch base. Dead.
Oh, there it is. Gets the untechable as well. Now, Pelca, all he needs is just one straight hitbox.
Yep.
And you see Ling is perfectly content with just waiting out the Angel platform. Oh, there was a stitch in his hand, too. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. Gonna try and approach him high. Right now, he needs to get the stock patiently, but as quickly as possible because he only has a minute left on the timer.
Exactly.
And Ling is definitely going to run it out at this point. He is already committed to the long game.
Exactly. Here at game number 4, Winners Finals. Both
forward throw. Not going to take it just yet, but he's going to be able to set up with Nikita. What are you going to do, Ling? He's going to be able to come down with the forward air on shields.
That
62.
You really have to applaud the route that Ling just took there because it was on him to just guess correctly, but Pelca is going to get the correct hit that time he was looking for. 35 seconds on the clock. And 70%.
He's going to sit on the Angel platform. There's no reason to approach right now. And now what we're going to have to see is Pelca try and make his approach because he needs to rack on the damage. And Ling knows this. Now, he's going to float. He's going to keep throwing turnips at him to set up his space.
I'm already feeling it. Here's something that has happened multiple times in their history. Pelca wants to push Ling off stage and get it fair. Because he is like there it is! Oh I told you! But it didn't hit. And 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Pelca is giving it up.
Just make it faster.
Yeah.
And that's the game that you play sometimes. You got to keep the mentality strong. Both of them up to the very end they kept the composure. Like, even at the... Yes, I know. You knew he was going to go for it. Unfortunately, he was just off by maybe, like, a frame.
And Ling was very much trying so hard to avoid that because it was coming.
That's why
it was 100% coming. It's happened to him, I think, 3 times already, and he's seen it happen to other people, too. Pelca loves that reserved option. Yes. And unfortunately for him, it didn't work that one time. But that would have killed.
Yes.
If it didn't kill him outright, he would have just floated to death. Yes, and I don't think he had enough time to camp that out with that time left to be able to float all the way down because that would have been hilarious too. If he got the fair and then he was able to umbrella and still able to live past the timer before he hit the blast zone. But we're going to go into game number 5. This time onto Yoshi's slightly smaller stage. Still triplats available.
I thought this one was... Oh, well, the stage is smaller.
Well, yeah, but also the blast zone-wise too. It's actually slightly smaller than Battlefield.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't actually know that. I'm about to start taking people here more.
Yeah, no, this is, I think that's partially why I was left alone last time. And Ling just content with going with the same exact game plan as last time.
Yeah, we're going to, this is exactly what's going to happen. We're going to go to time probably again.
I think
tight. Watch the game and just understand, like, this is the optimal game plan for both of them at this point on a stage like this.
Yeah, no, a big factor, like I said, is just making sure that you stay so focused on the fact that you need to just get into the head of the other player. However, we went a whole 40-some-odd seconds before one person got a hit, and then the follow-up hit immediately was 25 to 27%. So both of them, like, it's almost like kids in kindergarten who are like trying to put a picture together and make their perfect masterpiece and then go show their parents and put it on the refrigerator because they must be feeling so proud with how well they're just playing so patient, playing so smart. And neither one of them budging a single instance, but one mistake right there.
Yeah, and that's the optimal combos that you were talking about too.
And so many people would have fallen for this right now, too. Like, a lot of players will lose their patience really early against something like this. And it's an easy way to fall into that trap that they're trying to set up. Because you see Ling is still content with staying back. And Pelca is not worried about it at all because he's just putting his grenades out, setting up his wall, because he knows Ling's going to want to go in at some point. And he's got way greater damage on single hits compared to Ling if Ling can't get combos, which he's not committed to going for right now.
So, did you notice the switch up in gameplay there too when the C4 was stuck on the top platform and Ling was like, okay, I can go in now? Yeah, because
like,
he didn't have stage control.
Exactly. That's that 2/3 method that I was talking about before. The fact that he didn't have a route he could go escape to, or something, impeding his route for Pelca to go escape to, it's like, okay, now I could go in. Very proper insight right there.
So these platforms up tilt can still hit on this, right? Like, this isn't too tall.
I believe as long as you're not under the slanted portion, yes.
Right, I forgot about the slant portion. Gonna get the down tilt into the forward air. I wonder if that was a confirm because of how the slant is, too.
Possibly. That I don't know 100%, but I know there's some windows if you DI incorrectly that you can get hit by that. But now Ling holding the stock lead. Pelca needs to close it right away, and that's how you do it.
Yeah.
With the Nikita and the slightly smaller blast zones, yeah.
Exactly.
Not too many other words. Explosions.
And he's just gonna pull out his box too. On top of that, like both of these players also respect each other very much. That's why they're okay with this. You're not gonna see one or the other just be like, "Oh my God, he camped me the whole entire game." No, it's like it's a play style. It's a game plan. Right now, C4 at the top platform kind of controlled like where Ling was allowed to float.
No, I'm not gonna lie. They might a little bit.
Okay,
because no matter what, this is taxing, man. Like we talk about marathons, we talk about sprints, we talk about the actual Ironman going on right here between these two, doing everything possible to just play this stamina game and hopefully run the other one out. I truly don't believe that there's going to be any big swings at all unless there's a huge mistake like Pelca almost had right there.
So this is it's taxing on everyone.
It's extremely hard to deal with because both of these players have to constantly change up what they're doing. Like you can't go for the same camping trap the entire time. Like Pelca can't go for the same 2 grenade positions into like a C4 like 3 times every interaction, because once Ling catches on that pattern, it's like, oh, well, there's the gap. You have to constantly change it, and Ling has to do the same too. Even with just a turnip in hand, you can't do the same thing, and it's like it's really easy to get caught when you do stuff like that. But neither one of them really caving.
Yeah, and Pelca at 135 back there, not going to kill anymore. Gonna get the nair. Tried to go with the aggressive option with the back air, kind of trying to catch him before he can throw out his head.
All right, what's the over-under on how long before Ling loses his stock? Because the last match and this one, Pelca closed out the stock like right away.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
This time.
Yeah, and because of the fact that he had to go in, he ended up taking 50% for it, and like he had the right idea. There we go, gets the back air.
Nikita, yeah, stuffs it out with a hitbox that is, what is the word? It has impervious, something like that.
I don't know, Nikita. Look, man.
I can't think right now.
All I'm saying is that if heels are beating rockets, I want my refund.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Pelca hoping to empty hop, get a spot dodge call, maybe trying to fake out a grab there. But Ling leaving him on red yet again. Pelca just hoping to get... Pelca just trying to slide his way in there repeatedly. But unfortunately, Ling... Oh, there we go.
Now his options are extremely limited. He can't float anymore.
Oh, he air dodged through it. That air dodge lasted so long, too, and Pelca couldn't get there in time to go cover it. I think you're just assuming he was going to die outright. 1 minute, 18 seconds. Ling gonna go ahead and retreat back to center stage again. He knows that one up tilt or one straight hitbox right now will take the stock out.
We're getting close to that minute mark. He has like 3 seconds. Oh, it would have been so yes.
Oh my God! Even after the trade, Nikita's gonna close it out.
So now we've got a minute on the clock. We're already seeing he's gonna stick on the Angel platform. At this point, he needs to get that fair. He needs to get that spike.
I'm putting this entire set on you for pointing out the fact that we are really far ahead on time tonight.
Yes.
They had to make sure that we get the Tuesday boys, but again, I really, really like... Oh, God, he's in that position again.
No float. No float. No
there it is!
There it is!
There it is! That's what... So, well, somebody by the name of Ajax in the last match pointed out a specific something.